going, keep going, keep going. Don't bother about it. There we are, that's it. And that's just got lots and lots of stories of people who have been to this city and who have actually made a contribution and don't live here anymore. So diplomats, all sorts of people are there doing their stories, and we'd like you to be there as well. You saw Portrait of a Nation. That's a whole thing that's... So if we go to Portrait of a Nation, that's a whole project devoted to the street naming of Canberra. The street names of Canberra are a dictionary of Australian biography, so we encourage people in the street to research. We got Portrait of a Nation? Can we go to Portrait of a Nation, please? So people in Canberra research the person their street is named after and encourage them to have a toast or a street party to their person. This is now being done through the Portrait Gallery, but also through Victoria, etc. So quite far-reaching. The Sky Whale has its own website, etc., and all are linked to each other. So we've got a fairly good web presence. So as you can see, there's been... If you want to come up and explore all this, we've given you some of the stuff, but clearly there's a whole lot of things here that we've developed ourselves about trying to get the message out. So I wouldn't want to pretend in any way that marketing hasn't been important in this. It's been enormous. I did want to tell you about a couple of other things that happened. Our marketing budget for a project like this was relatively small. The larger marketing budget went to the tourism department to promote the centenary. They wanted to go with their own idea, and what they did was create something called the Human Brochure. And what they did was have a competition across Australia to say, those of you with good social media contacts, would you like to come for a few days to Canberra and see what it's really like? 30,000 people applied to come for some 2 blocks of 250 people each. The response was enormous. Those people went away loving Canberra, thinking it was fantastic, and they are still blogging, tweeting, etc. So it was an unusual, it was not centenary specific, we were worried about that, but in general, talking about a new way to think about Canberra, it was pretty good. Secondly, we had a different group again, so that was tourism. We had a different group again called Content Group, taking on an idea of national pride. So they went outside Canberra and generated hundreds and hundreds of stories in capital cities, in small towns, about their connections to Canberra. And then we had a local engagement program run by another company called Zoo, which was 100 things to like about Canberra. So they got people to vote on that, to say what they liked best, and in the end... That's the coffee cup that